Your mantra says, every inhale is a blessing, every exhale is a healing. How powerful and how somebody can leverage that simple idea in high pressure moments, man.
Every inhale is a blessing. It's an act of gratitude. Through combat, through breathwork, through different techniques, the exhalation is the most important part. Every exhale is a healing. You use all your learning and all your breath and all your skills to heal your body, your mind, your emotional states, and ultimately your spiritual connections.
How you incorporate your method working with SEOs, athletes? How do you find the structure which fits everyone?
The point of the Phedopic is to deal with the 5 dimensions of pain. Physical will be the door to access the mental, so the mind. How do we start? We start simply with the stretching. Stretching, you start managing the physical pain. Stretching with breathing, you start going deeper than the physical. Breathing with intention, you start calming your mind.
Hello guys, welcome to Shredify Podcast. I'm your host. My name is Luka, and today, welcome with me, please, my next guest. Known as yogipreneur, entrepreneur, TEDx speaker, mentor, and wellness advocate based in Dubai. With dual MBAs and over a decade of corporate success, leading to a life-threatening heart attack, he shifted his focus to transforming lives through yoga, breathwork, movement, and mindset. He is the creator of signature practices like warrior flow and active stretch and mobility. And he's guided elite athletes, royalty, SEOs, and the public institution across the UAE. His first book, Guru, shares his philosophy under his guiding beliefs. Every inhale is a blessing. Every exhale is a healing. Powerful. Allaoua Gaham. Welcome, man. It's my pleasure to have you here with me today.
Thank you, Luka, for this very nice introduction, and it's my pleasure to be here with you.
Well, your mantra says, every inhale is a blessing. Every exhale is a healing. How powerful and how somebody can leverage that simple idea in high pressure moments, man.
Well, it's more than a mantra. Basically, I've been on this path for more than 10 years now. And this literally summarizes everything I went through, everything I've learned, and everything I share with others. Every inhale is a blessing. It's an act of gratitude. So if you inhale, that means you are alive. That means you are healthy. That means you are with people, especially when I ask people to think about this mantra in a class, or we are together, we represent a community. So we show gratitude for this, the gift of life, you know. Every exhale is a healing. This is quite deep, and it's linked with yoga. It's linked with many other aspects of healing. Through combat, through breath work, through different techniques, the exhalation is the most important part. I would say the inhale is really automatic, but the exhale, you can play with your exhalation. The deeper you exhale, the deeper you heal, the deeper you stretch. When you fight, when you hit, you exhale. When you get hit, you exhale. When you fall, you exhale. I would say if you focus 99% of your exhale, any physical activities, you really control your body. So every inhale is a blessing. You're grateful to be alive. You acknowledge it and you appreciate it. Every exhale is a healing. You use all your learning and all your breath and all your skills to heal your body, your mind, your emotional states. You know, when you are stressed, what do you do to feel better? You exhale, you breathe. Your energy states, and ultimately your spiritual, connections. So I guess it's a sum up of everything that I am and everything that I teach to people.
Very powerful, I would say. Very powerful.
And very true.
Yeah. And when I was speaking with you 2 days ago, I said I want to frame the podcast around that.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because I really want to spread the message about breathwork, about meditation, yoga, and actually taking care of your mental health overall.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that you said that you would like to get through first is 5 levels of pain. How to deal with 5 levels of pain? Because I think we are living in a society where
Mm-hmm.
I'll speak for men's,
Mm-hmm.
where the men's are dealing with a lot of pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that if not every second, every 5th man is under,
Mm-hmm.
I would say, mental health pressure issue. But we can frame on any way that you want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I will bring this in a wider consideration, maybe to reduce it or focus on what men's have to deal as a challenge. But I would say from all times, all category of human, all gender, all age, basically we have to deal with pain. We have different pain every day. See, life will be very tasteless without pain. You don't learn anything in your comfort zone. Comfort zone, it's good to enjoy, but if you want to grow, you have to go out of it. Going out of your comfort zone means exposing yourself to pain in all type of things. So you work out a lot. How do you gain muscle? Through pain. The efforts, the small injury that you get, for your muscle to get thicker and bigger, all the connective tissues with the scar tissues. You go to work, you expose yourself, you have to deal with your boss, you have to deal with your colleagues, you are not that much aligned with them, not all the time, so you suffer from mental pressure. You suffer from exposing your skills and being judged permanently. Today is even worse, maybe because of the social network. Like everything you do, everything you share, even if your intention is genuine and to motivate people, to inspire people, you still are judged, and you receive like negative comment, and this will have to do more with the emotional, pain.
But this harms people as well, man. I've seen like people who are really celebrities that they get really affected by comments, by actually what people think about them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's maybe the thing that can affect the most. Mental
Especially
pain,
athletes.
Of course, kids, because they're vulnerable. And success makes you vulnerable, because when you are at the top, you cannot stay at the top all the time. Either if you're an athlete, an actor, so you go up and down. I mean, you have great example with Will Smith, for example, he was at the top from the 90s to like the 2000s. It was like the superstar for everyone. I like him very much, but unfortunately had some issue with family and then some of behaviors, and so now he's trying to overcome all this, and I wish he will, because
And the slap
I believe
that he did.
the slap, and
Man.
I really wish he find a way to like overcome of this. But the highest you climb, the highest you fall.
The lowest you may fall.
Yeah, you fall from the highest.
Yeah,
part,
exactly.
But even when you are as the first step, falling is not nice, and people judging your fall, criticizing your decision, it's even worse. So this has to do with 2 things: the emotional pressure that you have to deal with when, and I will come back to that, and the energical pressure. So we are energy. We are a ball of energy. Imagine you're going to a lift. You're very happy. There is one upset person inside the lift. As soon as the door will close, you will feel upset as well. When you were okay. So our energy as human can change the moods. So it also has to do with emotions. There is some study. This Japanese scientist, the memory of water. He took three glasses of water with rice inside. For a month, every day, the cup A. He was blessing the cup A. You're amazing.
I've
I
heard
love
about
you.
that.
You so much. Then he was cursing the second one. You insult, very bad thing, very bad energy, very bad words, very bad intentions, and ignoring the last one. So after a couple of weeks, The one that was blessing turned into sake, has a nice flavor of like fermented rice alcohol. Second one, the one that was cursed, turned black, was very dirty, very smelly, rotten completely. And I'm not sure about the third one, maybe it didn't change so much. But what is interesting is that if you take the three same components, at the three same room, the three same thing, but the intention and words, its energy are different, you can change it. So imagine the impact that this can have on your kids. So imagine now, this is only one man, imagine millions of people getting this intention to you. So as soon as you feel, I've been speaking to 10,000, 12,000 people, and you feel when the energy is good, you want to fly. You don't even touch the stage anymore. Everything is connected. When you just feel some, to be honest, I never had bad energy, but sometimes when you share some ideas, like some people will take time to think about it, so you feel like a little bit a wall between you and them. So until you explain and you drag them to your conclusion, you always have this phase of challenging. So you can feel that. And when there is 10 people, you feel like 10 people, 10,000 people, it feels this emptiness, you feel like you attacked a lot. And that's what I teach also to people, whatever happen, always keep your discipline, keep your text, keep your intention, finish your explanation and go where you were supposed to go. If you want to share something, whatever happened, even if people disagree, go ahead and still share it. So you have to stay strong. My point is that this is a blessing because this is how you learn and it's how you grow. If you don't have pain in life, you probably have a very boring life.
There's something wrong with your life. If you
probably
don't have pain.
You're probably dead, actually. Yeah.
Because as I said to you, I was speaking about psycho-cybernetics, and I said, great thing is written there. 99.9% of people, they are destined to succeed. Mm-hmm. And it's all here. Mm-hmm. As you said, you need to have a vision, mm-hmm. you need to have a clarity, mm-hmm. and you need to have positive attitude.
Mm. And discipline.
Discipline, as you said about Cristiano.
Mm.
Wow, what a man.
Yeah, what a man, what a discipline. And even when he doesn't play a major game, he still keeps discipline of convincing himself that he's the best every time he kick for free kick, And you can see he's talking to himself. You are the best. You're going to put inside. You're going to score. Same thing as the entrainment. You get it. You're the best. I mean, this is crazy.
Positive affirmations, right?
Positive affirmation, conditioning. Some people will even call it manifestation.
Yeah.
Which is like one step further, Before manifestation, you have visualization. So I believe, imagine the ball going through the path and going inside. So he threw this to the universe. And his body will follow up, his mind, his energy, everything would follow up. It doesn't work all the time, but it works quite often. And in his case, we can...
Exactly. You just need to succeed once. Mm. And then you know the path already. Mm-hmm. So you can follow the blueprint, correct?
Yeah, correct. Blueprint can be different according to the level of stress, according to... but yeah, discipline will not guarantee success, but it will guarantee non-failure, or not too much failure. So you'll be in this space where you might not win completely, but you might learn something out of it. And this is also a winning point,
Yeah, makes sense. We were discussing, and you said to me that you would like to share your new method, Phedopic.
Phedopic, yeah.
Yeah, Phedopic. How do you pronounce exactly? Phedopic.
Phedopic, yeah. It's an anagram, yeah.
Okay, Phedopic method. How you incorporate your method working with SEOs, mm-hmm. athletes, mm-hmm. and just general population? How do you find the structure which fits everyone? What is the strategy?
I think the strategy is according to the needs, because either you are a CEO of a company, either you're an athlete, either you even, I would say regular employee, but someone with a vision and a will of, acquiring and improving and growing. you have the need of structure your training, structure your ideas, structure pretty much everything in your life, right? So I didn't create the idea of regularity and discipline. I'm using it to fundamental points. So the point of the Phedopic is to deal with the 5 dimensions of pain, physical pain, injuries, mental pain, depression, anxiety, emotional pain, which has to do a lot with relation, energy pain, this is the balance between motivation and inspiration, and I would say spiritual pain, which is like exactly like Maslow pyramid. This is the one you achieve when you solve already the other level of pain. The pain can be together or it can be one focus. For example, you play football, you break your knee, you have to deal primarily with your physical pain, but also you cannot play, so you have to deal with your mental pain, right? Then you see your career sliding, so now you have to deal with your emotional pain. See, it all goes together. Physical will be the door to access the mental, so the mind, the emotion, maybe the soul, and maybe the rest's energy will be like the subtle body, and maybe the spiritual will be the soul, or like something that connects us with higher, power. So how do we start? We start simply with the stretching. Stretching, you start managing the physical pain. Stretching with breathing, you start going deeper than the physical. Breathing with intention, you start calming your mind and you gain clarity. So it's like a waterfall, starting with the physical and dealing with all different type of pain. So when you start training with me, for example, we will focus on a main physical problem. You can be stiff, you can have an injury, you can...
Man, I never stretch. I never stretch.
Okay, so next week we'll book a stretching and you will see the approach. It's not what I do that it's, I would say, magical. It's the way I do it. So it's the way I'm going to tell you to do it. So I will just allow you to access your fascia, which is the most important connective tissues, rather than your muscle, tendons, ligaments. Everything is going through the fascia, the nervous system, the endocrine system. So if you start controlling the physical system of your bodies, then you start controlling everything. And then you start controlling your mind, having a perspective of the present moments, forgetting the past, do not anticipate on the future, appreciating every breath, every inhale, every exhale. Then you're going to have an endocrine effect on your body. You're going to reduce cortisol, reduce adrenaline, increase dopamine, manage your melatonin on your pineal gland, so you're going to have a highest level of consciousness. So everything starts like this. If you want to understand it the way around, when you have trauma, your body squeeze everything, you have spasm, tension, acidity, lactic acids. The rest of the system cannot function correctly. So we just go to the easiest access, which is the physical. You tap into the physical, you solve it, then you can access all the other dimensions. So that's the approach that I developed.
Very interesting. As I said, this is the message for somebody who is skipping. I'm the guy who is neglecting stretching, and I just go inside and I just go rough on my body, because I was taught, man, that you need to go rough on yourself in terms to succeed or to do anything that brings success. You need to be rough guy,
Yeah, I mean, being tough, it's good. Doing rough on yourself, the problem is, I would say, a question of sustainability. Because with age, body won't be able to take what you can take at 30, not at 30, not at 40. So at some point, I would say the strength will turn into flexibility, and you will still have the same power, but you will generate it from different things. See, I was training with the Russian Special Forces, with Spetsnaz for like about 15 years, about something called Sistema, Russian martial arts, so it's basically self-defense. The first thing that you learn there, it's you don't train your body, you train your mind. So your worst enemy is fear and panic. Panic is when your fear takes control of your body, right? So they would rather have people who are not really physically trained, but people who are mentally ready for any type of combat, for any type of.
I was training here with special forces in UAE,
Mm-hmm.
and these guys are rough, I would say. But as well, when you, I just have to reflect now
Mm-hmm.
that David Goggins, he said that the toughest guy in Navy SEALs is not the guy who has the most muscle, is the guy who can endure the most here.
Yeah, for all, like even CEOs. I know CEOs, they are war compatible. You can put them in battlefield, they will be easily generals because they have a vision of the battlefield like helicopter. I always say if Napoleon had helicopter, I think everyone will speak French by now, you know. It's the most powerful, you know, strategic military tool, as it can give you the perspective to look at the battlefield, so you can build a strategy and you can go down on the battlefield to support infantries and tanks. So this is how you want to see yourself. So now, just to reply on your thought, being tough is good. Being rough, it could be necessary. But in Systema, you generate power from movement. So it becomes limitless. If your power is linked to your strengths, the day you lose your strengths, you lose your power. Even in a fight, if you do ground fighting with someone who does sambo or jiu-jitsu, you're gonna gas down very, very fast, you know. One of the main quality of wrestler, it's flexibility and cardio. They use those strengths when they need, but they move around, like snakes, you know. So mobility will give you infinite power because it will allow infinite movement. It's like
you
know,
move effortlessly.
the eights, you know, this infinite. So when strength will be the circle. As soon as you don't have enough energy, enough strength, you lose
They
your
are
power.
guessing off, yeah.
So that's why strikes is different, breath is different, and it's very close to yoga. You know, I'm a master instructor. I've been studying yoga for the past 10 years. I'm graduating instructor since many years now. I would say if you push
Sorry, I have to
yoga-
interrupt. Is that
Mhm.
your knuckle is actually your knuckles? Are they linked with yoga? And
Yeah.
can you share
definitely.
with us, because I believe many will be like, what is he wearing?
Well, this is called Rudraksha. It's basically a cherry that comes from mainly Nepal, Himalaya. You have some farms also in India. It's a very interesting plant because it gets fossilized and then it absorbs energy around it. So the black one I have around my neck belongs to my teacher lineage. So it may have more than 200 years old. This one has about 50 years old. So, and according to the line, so we call it the mukis. If you have like 5 mukis, 4 mukis, 3 mukis, up to 21 mukis, every seed or every line will determine a concentration, you know, of power, basically. So one will be more for your health, one will be for your clarity, one will be for your meditation. So it's at the same time a natural jewelry is as precious and maybe more expensive than gold because of the rarity. You don't really find them anymore. It's very hard, especially original. I would say 99.9% on the market are plastic. You know, those ones are real ones. The black one can be at least $1,000 per beads. You know, so it's just very precious because it's rare, and at the same time, it's hold a lot of spiritual energy. There is a good video from Sadhguru explaining the tears of Shiva, which is the Rudraksha. So he explained the presence in the Hinduism, and even if you're not Hindu and if you have different beliefs or no beliefs, it explains how it concentrates energy and how it releases it when you need it, which is also what we were talking about. Combat, fitness, work, high intensity stress. It's all about holding energy and releasing when you need it. People who fail will release energy when it's unnecessary. Either if you play chess in a strategic level, either when you combat in a cage, either when you fight in the streets, either when you do your reps, your pull-ups, push-ups. If you know how to handle your energy, it's like your phone, the battery of your phone. Then you can take your phone for all day. But if you use everything, full light, full sound, full visibility, full everything, you will burn everything. And when you don't have any more battery, You don't have any more choice. It's like money. Money is energy. People with money, they have the energy of doing more possibilities, more freedom, more choices. When you miss money or you don't have enough money, you really feel like your energy is very low. So you have to focus on what keeps you alive. So you don't have room for experience, you don't have room for learning, you don't have, everything should be really, precisely handled.
Mm-hmm.
So everything in life, everything is life, is energy. And your mind can determine if you use it wisely or if you waste it. And if you waste your energy, you waste your time. And unfortunately, our time here is not unlimited, so you have to use it with wisdom.
Yeah, we are here temporary, my friend.
The body, at least,
Yeah, and I think we gotta use what we have, and we have to be smart with the time.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing, let us, because I love this warrior mindset.
Mm-hmm.
How do you maintain actually a warrior mindset while you staying present, mindful, and emotionally available?
First of all, I think everyone is a warrior, right? Every human. What you can do is awaken the warrior within. So find the access on how your warrior personality would come out, and then how you can maintain it. I like to think that fear management will be one of the main things to maintain your warrior mindset. Combat is good, boxing, MMA, because in life there's few things you cannot lie to yourself and lie to others. One of them is combat. When someone wants to rob you in the street, there's a very
Fight or fly.
yeah, there's very few options. Like either you deal with it or you don't.
You fight or fly. There is not many options because
Yeah, it's black or white. There's no gray, right? There's something else that I do to maintain the warrior spirit or advice to do. It's handstand.
oh, why?
Same as fights. Either you balance, either you fall. There's no gray line. So the balance requires strength, flexibility, mobility, fear management, breath control, all this together for a magical moment of few seconds where you can find your balance and you can prolong this feeling. Once again, to balance, you need to be a warrior. You need to go through your fears, fear of falling over, fear of hurting yourself.
I think I came across this in your book. You were speaking about fear.
Mm-hmm.
Can you repeat, please? I forgot really. I cannot quote because I know that I found in the book that you were speaking about the fear. It was like in bold letters.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly about the fear?
Well, I usually say it, I don't know if this is... the
I found
exact
in a
quotes.
book. It's really good one.
It might be the same because I have this this approach on fear.
I'm not afraid of my fears. Fear is the fact. Being afraid is your reaction to the fact.
Fears. Yeah. The problem is not fear. The problem is panic. Right? Fear is okay. It's like a mother warning us. See, don't put your hands in the fire because it burns. See, so you do it once, then you're gonna be scared of fire. So as long as you keep it into this dimension, it's okay, right? But now your reaction towards it, this is what's gonna make your decision, right? What is your life? If you can explain to someone, to a kid or to anyone, what's life? I believe life is the accumulation of the consequence of your decision. If you take good decision, you have to deal with easy consequences. If you take bad decision, you have to deal with complicated consequences. So fear will be the same thing. It's how you react through your own fear. Will you let the panic come or will you stay away from panic? Panic is when your fears take over your decision. So even if
Is
you
it about
experience fear,
neurocortex or something like
it's
that?
about everything. It's about nervous system, hypophyse, hypothalamus. It's about level of melatonin into your brain. It's about level of adrenaline. Adrenaline is the first thing that
the first thing
trigger.
which kicks, yeah.
So it doesn't really matter what it is. What's matter is how you're gonna
React.
slow it down, control it, and keep your clarity. if there is fire right now, if we see smoke and fire, if you panic, you will do the worst thing. You will jump, you will fall, you will try to survive, but
You know what
most
you're gonna
likely
do?
burn, you know?
I just want to share something with people. Before we started, you guided me through the breathwork, and if you can explain to people, I felt clarity, and I felt that I'm not under pressure, because whenever I start filming, I have to introduce the guest, and I have to speak. I have to speak with clarity. I have to be very calm, and you gave simple technique for the breath work. If you can just share with audience,
Yeah.
short one.
It's very basic. So you just want to inhale for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 6, and exhale for 8. Why it's working well? Because you increase the saturation of oxygen into your cells. And when you exhale longer, you are flatten your diaphragm, so you empty your belly, so it will hold the tensions and allow the tensions.
And you
to
said
go.
to me, sit straight, because
Yeah.
you're not sitting straight. Your diaphragm is actually compressing, and you cannot breathe properly.
Not just the diaphragm, everything. The spine is designed to have stacked vertebrae. So if you want to optimize all your system, nervous system, cardiovascular system, endocrine system, pranic system, lymphatic system, everything should be at the natural original shape of the spine. So keeping your back straight, it's stacking your vertebrae on top of each other, is optimizing. Now, your lungs has no muscles. Your lungs are not breathing. Everyone think we breathe with the lungs, but it's not true.
How we breathe?
With the diaphragm. The diaphragm, when diaphragm is going down, it's creating space, so it's absorbing like a sponge, calling for oxygen into the lungs. And when you exhale, the diaphragm is compressing the lungs. So the lungs are dead. There's no muscle inside lungs. If you don't control your diaphragm, you don't control your breathing. Now, if you control your diaphragm and your solar plexus, then you control the range, the intensity. This is the basic of breath work. You can increase the intensity, the range, the power, the debit of oxygen, the debit of deoxygen of dioxides of carbon. Sorry. You can hold your breath full of air. You can hold your breath empty. You know, there is a lot of. I think there is more than 2,000 pranayama. Pranayama is like breathing
technique.
exercise.
Yeah. I know that there is technique for breathing where you can deliberately decrease your heart rate, like with inhale, exhale. It's powerful thing, man. And I think people are speaking quite a lot lately about breath work, and I think it will come on surface where people will understand how important is it.
It's linked to emotion. What's the first thing that happen if someone entered this room with the gun, for example? You're gonna stop breathing. You're gonna inhale. You're gonna hold, and you're gonna forget that you have to breathe.
No, I would say welcome to Shredify Podcast, my friend.
Please drop your gun.
Join us.
But yeah, basically the fear will trigger this reaction of holding your breath. Or someone that gets attacked in the street who is not used to fight will hold on, waiting for the heat, waiting for things to happen. So the first thing that the spaceness teach you is to keep breathing, whatever happens. If you get shot, if you fight, if you sit, always, and it might sound silly, but it's extremely, extremely important. If you stop breathing, you die, man. So if you breathe better, you increase the brain functions, you increase everything that needs oxygen. Once again, your body is innocent. Your body is like a 5-year-old kid, that has to react to your emotional states. So when you fight with someone, like even you have argument with your boss, with your wife, with your husband, with your kids, with your family, especially if someone very close and gets very intense emotionally, you can create frustration, anger, sadness, jealousies, all type of negative emotions. Your body has to deal with that. You are injecting this into your body. And your body is not prepared, doesn't know what to do with that. So the body will store it somewhere. And this will turn ultimately into trauma. So what I do with the Fedopic method, we're going to dig inside all the main muscles, the main fascia part, the main group of muscle, connective tissues, to get rid of all these stored emotions that we have.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a backpack. You want the backpack to be empty. So
Mhm.
you can put positive emotion, love, joy, happiness, compassion, empathy. If your bag is full of anger and frustration, it will be hard to climb the mountain of life, you know.
Yeah.
So you want an empty bag or bag full of, energy, not full of traumas.
Yeah, but we neglect and we forget about that. People are
Of
just
course. You have to do it
occupied with the
consciously.
daily activities, daily stress. They neglect the things which actually can help them on a long run.
That's why we're here. All the well-being experts, wellness, fitness professionals, we're here to remind everyone, like, you have to do it. It's like, it's not just a luxury, an option. You have to do it.
Can you tell me something?
You have to do it.
I know many people are doing different things in life.
Mm.
But if you do something that is against your health and you come over and say your health is your priority, but you keep doing the things again and again and again, how we can clarify those people and those group of people, where you can put them, how you deal with this kind? Because I know for a fact that there are so many people who will come and say, my health is priority for me, but then you see they are doing many things which are going against this health, not only weekly, not monthly, hour after hour. Where we put this kind of people and how to deal with them, what would be your message for this kind of people? Because, man, there is so much distraction out there.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I don't want to judge people. That's very important because judging without knowing everything, it's unfair, right? So
Let's speak from health perspective.
Yeah.
We don't judge. I don't want to judge either.
Yeah, but when you say why this guy is not eating good, clean, why this guy is drinking, why this guy is smoking, it's what you mean. Like, a lot of people, they will encourage people to have a healthy lifestyle, but in their life, they won't necessarily follow it. So yeah, first of all, I will not judge them. I will not even try to understand. I will understand that we all have different period of time when it's easier to find a discipline, and sometimes I would say you have to fail also your discipline, your own thing. It's a part of the mental health. It's important for you to give room for your mind to allow yourself to go out of your discipline sometimes. I would say discipline makes sense maybe I would say 70% of the time, 80% of the time. That's why when you train, you have a cheat day, because it's important also to
I don't have cheat day.
Let go.
Just to clarify that.
Yeah, let's see. But you're still young, yeah? How old are you?
I'm 33. I'm not young.
33. Still, you're young. It's good.
Okay, thank you so much
Yeah,
for blessing me and giving me.
When you're gonna reach 40 like me, you I mean, like every stage, the perspective is a bit different.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe you don't need cheat day now. Maybe when you're gonna be married with 2 kids and 40 years, maybe you understand that cheat day is actually a requirement. And it's not because that you allowed yourself a cheat day that you have to use it, but just the fact to know that you might use if you need makes you feel better. So that's why judging
this is
very
emotional
hard.
eating, my friend. And I again, like I know many guys that have problem with the food because they are emotional eaters. And when you let your emotions control you, I have a simple question, and I am not trying to answer myself. What is difference between human being and animals? We can control our emotions. Correct? Correct me if I'm right or wrong.
I would say it's a bit more complicated
But
than that.
on the surface,
So you're saying animal doesn't have emotion, or they cannot control their emotions?
they don't want to control them.
How can
because
you
if they
explain
want
that
to breed, they go and
sometimes
breed.
some predators, they won't eat the prey, they will have empathy and they will let them go?
No, they will not have empathy because the
happened.
hunger controls them.
It happened.
You know what Sheikh Mohammed said? Every morning, lions gets up and chase gazelle. Every morning, gazelle wakes up and try to outrun gazelle. Lion. What is the difference? The lion is running for his belly. The gazelle is running for her life.
Life, yeah. But the lion is running for his life as well, because if he doesn't eat, there's no emotion there.
Yeah.
It's just inside. So I would say the difference will be the access to connectivity and the access to reptilians. Basically, animals will answer to the reptilian side of the brain, which is dominated by the instinct. What makes difference between human and animals, what go from primitive to advanced, is the understanding of using the both hemispheres of your brain and have some cognitive reflection through this. That's why emotion, when you're angry, for example, you go back to your primitive axis. So you scream, you're upset, you don't have the clarity of dissociating your emotion and react to what's happening. The difference between human and animal, maybe animal will react to emotion. Human have the choice to respond to the emotions.
To stay calm.
Yeah, to respond. That means to find the factual and best possible option to solve the problem without any reaction. That means without screaming, crying, blaming, going sideways. So I would say this is one of the main things. But once again, I don't think there is, see, and this is something that I will everyone to keep in mind, in medius veritas. The virtue, the good is in the medium, like the middle, the balance. Everything should be balanced. We're speaking about cheat days. We don't have now because we don't need, maybe. But I would say everything should be balanced, right? Everything should, good needs bad to be good. Bad needs good.
Good cop and bad cop, yeah.
Yeah, and there's the eternal fight between the yin and the yang. We have like masculine and feminine energy. We have like the devil energy and we have the angel energy. Sometimes we want to help people. Sometimes we want to make people suffer. It's like this. I think it's normal. This is what makes us human,
Is it a balance, actually?
It's balance. It's all about balance. And how can you keep your balance? Keeping the clarity of your mind. So if I have one message to share with everyone, make everything possible, yoga, breathwork, fitness, anything, to access the most and the highest intensity of mind clarity in your life.
Right.
That's for you guys. Stay clear.
Yeah. Thank you for your message, to be honest. I hope that the actually people who are listening to us will take the best out of what you said. Now, what is the next for you? After Guru, what mission or project is fueling your energy? Apart, as you mentioned, your protocol that you're working on, and then you shared to me the picture, how it looks, what is like design of the protocol. We didn't break down completely into details, but what is the next thing for you as Guru is here, protocol is there, working with elite level athletes, as I said.
Well, I really enjoy working with athletes. So at the moment, I'm focusing a lot of that because I learn more or as much as what I teach, So I am into this educational phase now. We call phase 2 of self-development. And of course, my objective is always the same, to create the biggest impact possible, to inspire people to make changes, to go towards a healthier lifestyle, to find joy and happiness through achievement, through mind clarity, to help people fighting depression, to help people fighting anxiety, to try to balance as much as possible. So I believe this is my true calling, this is my mission, and the more impact I do, the better I do, basically. So I want always to do better and always to grow. So it's my line of growing, yeah.
Oh, this is your purpose, I would say. Like, is it something which we call...
Yeah. When I sold my company 10 years ago, I didn't do yoga, because I liked it. Really. For 2-3 years, I didn't like it. It's a lot.
How did you get linked to it?
My wife introduced it to me. I started, I hated it, but I carry on because I understood it. I needed it at this stage. But what kept me going is the understanding of anatomy, the understanding of human, and the true calling that I receive. My purpose, I guess, is to, like many other people, to help others, to serve people, to be useful, to learn, to grow, to develop, to have impact. Maybe I have big ambition in my impacts, but I definitely do it because I believe I have to do it,
Well,
and I enjoy it.
I see that there is just success in front of you, my friend. There is no
Thank you,
no other way, because I met you just today, first time in person, and then I could feel the energy that you are actually
It's because
giving.
of this, brother.
Oh yeah. if you are let's promote the thing. If you are selling that, where people can get, because it looks really nice, to be honest.
Thank you. Yeah, you can get it in my website, but it's really according to because see, I work with a very small farm in Nepal, and it's really depend of every. I think I have a couple of pieces left, but yeah, it's I mean, everything is available on my website basically.
Shout out to my guy.
Allaouayoga.com. Very easy.
Yeah. Have you climbed the Mount Everest? When you're speaking about Nepal a lot, like, have you been to Mount Everest base, at least base?
Not yet, but it's something that I have in my bucket lists. I'm dedicating a lot of time to my kids now. You know, the 6 and 4, they really need me. It's my legacy as well. It's I see the way they grow, the way they behave. It's also a reflection of what I've been learning myself, you know. So, but definitely when the kid will be a bit older and they will be less in the need of my presence, this is something that maybe for my 50s.
I hope so. It's really good stuff. Like, it's
Good
really
stuff, yeah.
going step to step with what you're speaking. The way you climb the mountain is the same way as you're saying, one step at a time. And I think you could just wrap it up completely with
so
this
have you
stuff.
been? Did you try?
I've climbed the Kilimanjaro.
Wow, it's nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
It was really good. It's
Yeah.
good experience.
Probably
one of the
gonna
best.
Start with that.
Yeah, because it's just how life. We all want to be. We all want to reach somewhere, correct? But we are not really aiming to just get to destination, as the peak is destination. You can stay at the peak for 30 minutes and then climb down. Get down, actually, walk down. But actually what matters is journey. Journey is something that is more inspiring than destination.
Yeah. You just summarize yoga. When we try to touch our toes, bending forwards, what's matter is not when we're going to touch the toes, is what we learn in the process. So yoga is a journey, climbing the Kilimanjaro is a journey, life is a journey. So we know our destination. We know what's going to be the end of our destination. So that's why valuing the journey and the experience and the growing, I guess this is what we forget to do, unfortunately, but we need to focus on that, definitely. See? It's like someone falling from a tower. So every, level, every floor, you say, until now, everything is good. Until now, everything is good. What's matter, it's not the landing, it's the journey.
Yeah, I agree. And there is great quote. I'll try to quote Marcus Aurelius. He said, the death is laughing and looking upon us. All the man can do is to smile back. So that's something we cannot escape, for sure. And let's make the best out of life. Look, what would be your advice for somebody who is 20, 30 years old? And in my shoes, I'm not the guy who is stretching. I'm not the guy who is committed to yoga. I'm a raw guy who is going to the gym. I would say, on nice way, abusing my body in every way. So what you will say, what we are missing in action?
Honestly, humbly, I don't have much advice. You see, like, yoga came to me at a certain stage of my life. I guess it comes to people's life when they need. But I would say try. Just try. Don't judge it. Try and make your own opinion. And eventually, one day you'll go there, because, the body evolves and we don't have the same capacity, we don't have the same needs. You can be rough now with your body, but if you got sick or if you break something, being rough will not help. having compassion for yourself and empathy for yourself will put you to the next level of understanding yourself. Not just the physical, but you will meet who you really are through difficulty. So just let time, flow normally and try. Just try everything, Try make your own opinion.
Definitely.
Try my class.
Yeah, that's what I was about. Where people can find you and your classes.
The easiest way to reach out to me is through Instagram, Allaoua Yoga. Just DM.
Website, any website?
Yeah, allawaayoga.com. Everything, all my TikTok, everything is Allaoua Yoga. So it's really easy, yeah. And I'm lucky enough to be named Allaoua, so there's not much Allaoua. So even if you type Allaoua on Google, there's a chance that you can find me.
All right. Yeah. Look, I'm very sorry because this conversation came at its end, and I have this feeling that we could sit here and speak for an hour.
Easy.
2, 3. Look, Allaoua, merci beaucoup. Спасибо тебе.
Yes, je t'en prie. Ты говоришь по-русски, да?
Ну, конечно.
Конечно. Спасибо большое. Пожалуйста. И очень приятно.
Спасибо тебе.
Enchanté.
Was a pleasure.
Pleasure, brother. Take care, man.
Thank you.